If any of you have ever been in an airport, you'll understand why I can aptly call airports one of the most stressful places on Earth. And O'Hare International Airport in Chicago feels like an airport on steroids. O'Hare seems 100 times busier than a normal airport, and 100 times more stressful than one. Roughly 2 years ago, I took a flight to visit some relatives in California on my own, which was great and all, until I realized that due to a layover, I would have to spend a few hours in the hell that is O'Hare. And trust me, there's a reason why people call O'Hare hell on earth. When I first stepped in O'Hare, the business of the airport overwhelmed me. I remember the crowd of people who, lugging their suitcases behind them, seemed to overwhelm the whole airport. Everywhere I went in O'Hare, I could always see another person, but my family wasn't with me, so I was alone in a huge crowd of people, and I felt nervous. Have you ever been in Terminal 3 of O'Hare? That's the terminal with the rows of world flags and a metal globe that hangs from the ceiling. Here's a picture of Terminal 3 if you can't visualize it. When I first saw the world flags, I was reminded of how O'Hare connects people from all different nationalities into one place, and the awe-inspiring size of the world. Look at this person O'Hare, or that person. They could have come to O'Hare from all sorts of places around the globe. I felt overwhelmed with wonder. But why do I never feel this sense of wonder when I'm physically inside of O'Hare? Why does everyone view O'Hare as hell on earth? O'Hare is hell on earth. Everyone said that. Which is understandable. I mean, all the flight cancellations O'Hare showers you in would be enough to make anyone cry. But aside from the cancellations, there's something about O'Hare's environment that's just inherently stressful. I mean, look at this dude in the picture. Don't deny it, we've all been just as stressed as that dude when we've been in an airport. Believe it or not, I've traveled through O'Hare without experiencing any major delays, but it's still a stressful experience. So what about O'Hare exactly makes it so stressful? For me, something about the sprawling size of O'Hare terrifies me. O'Hare has 5 terminals. That's huge! To me, the concourses of O'Hare have an indistinguishable quality to them. For instance, if you walk past the halls of Terminal 3, you would walk past 4 McDonald's and 9 Starbucks. I know flyers are tired and all, but do you really need 9 Starbucks? Many of the shops in O'Hare are owned by the same few corporations, which contributes to the monotonous air of O'Hare's concourses. I mean, they all kind of seem the same. Can't remember the faces of anyone I've met in O'Hare. Look at the crowd of people waiting in a line in O'Hare, and see how easily everyone's faces blends together. Everywhere I go, I hear the sounds of suitcase wheels rolling against the tile and the tinny voice over the speakers announcing flights. Still, I can't afford to take a moment to rest because I too have a flight to catch. Perhaps this feeling of monotony stems from O'Hare's mechanical nature. O'Hare's fluorescent lights, escalators, glass window panes, and steel hint at the building's mechanical nature. Look at this building where glowing screens block the day into hours, and those hours are then blocked into flight times. When I'm in O'Hare, I always feel forced to adhere to a certain structure. O'Hare feels confining to me. Look at this picture of the security lines in O'Hare. Everyone's become accustomed to the TSA's routine. Wear sandals, take out any electronics, no liquids over 3.4 ounces, walk slowly through the metal detector. And it feels like a chore sometimes. It feels really routine. The airport don't do it out of enjoyment, but sleep to pass the time. O'Hare's routine and robotic nature transforms traveling into a chore. When I walk through O'Hare, I don't think about the diverse range of people currently inside of the airport. Instead, I'm blindly focused on achieving the next step of my plan. So, the monotony and busyness of O'Hare grinds me down. And it might grind you down too. Heck, it might grind everyone down. Just look at people's physical appearances at airports. Look at this half asleep woman with a red blanket. Every time I've been to O'Hare, I've seen someone in a similar state of tiredness as this woman. To me, everyone at the airport appears tired. No one purposely dresses up to go to the airport because the stress and isolation of O'Hare wears you thin, both mentally and physically. It feels like everything in O'Hare, ranging from O'Hare's architecture to even the people inside O'Hare, are built to fulfill a certain purpose. As a result, going against that purpose and relaxing in O'Hare feels wasteful. So, consequently, relaxing just for relaxing's sake in O'Hare Airport feels sacrilegious almost. Factors make it so I always feel like my worst self when I'm in O'Hare. I dress horribly and get easily angered when my plane gets delayed, or when the line through security gets too long. And I guess that's just what O'Hare does to you. It grinds you down to your most base self. The self with bagged eyes, messy hair, and who wears baggy sweatshirts. And maybe someone else who has passed through O'Hare can relate to this feeling of mine. I never feel fully like a person when I travel through O'Hare's terminals. All my actions feel predetermined. I must go through the TSA and then board a plane at a set time. I feel disconnected from my family and the community I grew up in the airport. Instead, whenever I'm in O'Hare, I feel just like another face in the crowd or another cog in the machine. So I don't hate O'Hare because it's inherently hell on earth. Rather, I hate O'Hare because it transforms me into a different person, a person desensitized to wonder.